Alright guys, so today in this video we're going to be talking about this subject. Do all men only want sex? Well, guys, that's the narrative that the femmes movement has been trying to push on everybody. Now, it might be true that men want sex, but they would want more than sex in a relationship. Anyways, let's get into this video and see what happens.
If sex is all you're offering, that's all we are taking. Is sex really all men care about?
Good point. And if sex was all that you were offering, then what else can we get? You can't get more than what someone offers you. So there's nothing more to get if the sex was all you had to offer.
Men just looking for a quick pump and dump and nothing else. That's what this video tried to address. Take a look.
Why do so many women think sex is the only thing men care about when it's usually just the first thing?
Probably because we all been through the same shit over and over and over again. Like, every guy that walks up to you, that's what they want from you. Like, they want to sleep with you. It's like hit it and quit it type shit, period.
They think it's the only thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's just a different category of guys. The Chad and Tyrones. Yes, those guys, they've had lots of experience. So I don't think that they can necessarily just stick with one woman either. Just like how many of these women can't just stick with one guy. The Chad and Tyrones, they can't necessarily stick with one woman because they've had a lot of experience, and because each woman that they're with, the experience doesn't mean as much to them as it would mean to a guy who's not a Chad or Tyrone.
Because we vultures, we men, we lions out here. We pounce on every day we see.
I believe that a lot of women think it's the only thing a man cares about because it's the first thing. Because for women, we tend to prioritize where something is going, where the intentions are, where the investments are, whereas...
Okay, when she says intentions, investments, and etc., what kind of investments are we talking about here? Those dinner dates? Those 5-star dining, 5-star restaurants? Now, even if you're really trying to measure intention and all of that, then why is it that the beta male provider, the guy who takes you to all those 5-star restaurants and etc., why is it that he almost never gets the action from you?
A man likes to start with the sex and then determine whether or not he wants to factor in any of those other things. And because of that, that is one of the last things we consider most often, whereas that's one of the first things men consider. For us...
Well, yeah, but then did they consider the intentions and the investments of the Chad and Tyrone? I'm pretty sure they didn't.
It feels like if that's what they're jumping to, then all the things before it must not matter to them.
Why do so many women think...
Okay, you see the response between the first lady and the last one. You see how they spoke differently. That brought me to think about this. Is sex the only thing men want? Or is that the only thing they want from you in particular?
That's a great question right there, because they might only see you as a target practice, but then they have a different idea of the woman they want to be their wife, their girlfriend, the mother of their kids, etc.
Because I believe if a man sees something worth pursuing in a woman, if he sees something of value worth going after, he will definitely go after it. Sex will not be the only thing in his mind. He will definitely go after it. Because you see, a good one is rare. And we as men, we know it. That a really solid one is rare. So if that's all they want from you in particular, and that's all you keep getting, maybe you should check how you pick and the strategy with which you are picking. Because sometimes people have a pattern of always picking the wrong things. That's one. Because
Exactly. I mean, it's also how you pick those men. Maybe you should see how other people have picked the men they're with and whether that was successful or not. I mean, these women, they pick the men they're with the same way that most of the women do, and that way is not successful. So it's ironic that a majority of them, they don't see this pattern and they don't say like, maybe I should choose how I pick men differently. Maybe I should do it a little bit differently from these other women and see how that goes.
the truth is this, at the end of the day, you are the gatekeeper of sex. You are the one that decides who smash and who doesn't. And that brings me to my second point. This point is sort of like a question for the ladies, okay? When you go on a date with a guy, okay, you get to know this guy, yeah? After the date and everything, like, is there something stopping you from walking to your car and saying goodnight and leaving? Because it's not making any sense to me when ladies complain about, oh, he just wanted that. Like, what's stopping you after dinner from?
Oh, actually, you know what's stopping them? Because the dinner or date night probably didn't even happen with those Chad and Tyrones. They just gave her a call, like late night call, and say, hey, come over, and they came over. That's pretty much what happened, in my opinion. Or from the way I see things.
Or after the drink or the coffee date or whatever, what's stopping you from like, okay, this was a nice time, I hope to do this sometime, shake hands or kiss on the cheek, and go straight to your car and just leave? Because I'm not tired of hearing, hey, you just wanna, until you tell me this person grabbed you, shoved you in the car, all the way home and had his way with you. It doesn't make sense. Because you're an adult, you're the gatekeeper of sex. What you allow is what happens, so...
Yeah, well, since they're the gatekeepers of sex, they kind of choose who goes in and who doesn't.
Until you tell me you filed a report and something nasty happened, but I'm sorry, but everything you say doesn't make sense. Sex is all men want, is all they're looking for. Hey! Was your legs closed? Or were you opening it and giving it all up? Because make it make sense. You're an adult, you have a say. You went somewhere to have a coffee, have dinner together or something.
Anyways, guys, yeah, that's it for me for this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe with bell notifications, and share.